Hi, my name is Bojan Savik here at the Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale. I'm here to tell you about this new 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300. Well, there's some changes for the GLC 300 for the model year 2020. Some of the changes that you're going to be recognizing right away. If you're already familiar with the GLC, it's going to be right here at the front. So the headlights are now going to be different than the ones that we had before. That's why how you can immediately tell the difference between the previous model generation of the GLC, which will include 2016, 17, 18, 19, and now this 2020. So the headlights is different. So now the LED headlights and the taillights now become standard. New features also that's going to be for the 2020 is going to be reworked the engine. We have the 2.0 liter inline four-cylinder that is turbocharged, and now it's producing 255 horsepower. Before we had that 241, so 14 horsepower improvement. The torque stays the same from the vehicle. Also, maybe you will notice again, one of you that you're familiar with the GLC, that this is a new color for the Mercedes-Benz on the GLC and some of the other models. This is the graphite gray metallic, that in this case it's combined with the magma gray interior. That is also new for the 2020 GLC. So those are the few new features on this particular vehicle that you're going to see the difference. So far as on the size of the vehicle, many of the things were stayed the same. Actually, over 95% of the things were staying the same for the vehicle. The sides, the seating, the storage space. Some of the wheel design it's changed, but we do that from year to year. The vehicle comes standard as a rear-wheel drive, and it's available as all-wheel drive at this particular model. Since there is no many changes from 2019-2020 for the GLC, I would like to invite you to come with me inside so I can show you what are the changes that we brought to the interior of this vehicle. So come on in. So some of the things you're going to see right away, what are the difference and what are the new for the 2020. Well, obviously we have the all brand new steering wheel. A brand new steering wheel will give you the new commands and some of the things that were different from before, which some of you will notice right away. That's going to be for the cruise control. We have the old setup right here. So there is no more lever that was on the steering column. That's right here. We moved the controls right here. Then you're going to have the touchpad with the haptic feedback, that you can change any of the features that will be presented to you in the instrument cluster right here in the front of you. So just like this on your cell phone, you can just glide your finger left or right, up and down, and choose from the menu the topics and the information that you would like the vehicle to the display, which obviously makes the driving, makes the control of the vehicle much easier. You don't have to take your hands off the steering wheel for many of the features. And of course you do have then a home button and the back button that you can use to navigate through the instrument cluster. To the right part of the steering wheel, we also have the same feature, except this part controls the volume, the phone calls coming in and out. And then you have the control of the new display as well on the our new display for the multimedia, navigation, radio, and everything else that is displayed right here. And that can be again controlled from with your fingers from the steering wheel. Also notice this is a 10.25 display that now again comes a standard. You have the MBUX, Mercedes-Benz User Experience, now that it's also coming the standard on the vehicle. So those are the new features. probably saw some of the commercials when it says, "Hey Mercedes," so cancel please.
What can I do for you?
Cancel please. So you can do many of the features that are found on the vehicle that you can command with, from the navigation to the air conditioning to many of the change to the songs, the topics, to the radio and everything else. So that's new and interesting. Also, in the center console, you will notice that we have the new touchpad where you control everything that's displayed in the multimedia right in the front, with, of course, a huge portion of that is just for the gliding with your fingers. Then you have the home button, back button, and the next button that's usually portrayed for us on either radio stations to the audio features of the vehicle or the music that you will be streaming from the vehicle. Also here, like we had before, is the shortcuts for the vehicle: telephone, navigation, map, radio, media, car, favorites button that we used to have before. So those are the right away the visual changes that we brought in the 2020. Many of the other changes that you're going to notice, if you notice this green light, so we now have the ambient lighting available in many more colors and better selection than we had before. Currently we have this on the jungle green, but it can be changed to many of the others. Also, you have the different themes now that we're offering, but it's all part of the Mercedes-Benz user experience that you're going to see that will benefit any of the buyers of the new 2020. Some of the other features that's going to be very important, so the Apple CarPlay or a Google Assistant that now comes as a standard option. You do have now the spare wheel tire available as a standalone option that we did not have before. Some of the interior and exterior color also we changed from a vehicle to vehicle, so you can see what are the differences before. Also, the SD card pre-wiring, we discontinued that far as a navigation to those of you that were planning or be interested in using navigation as that. Guessing that the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto will sufficiently replace that. Some of the other features that you designed, if you look at in the back, they're largely unchanged from the 2019 to the 2020. So without now going to every single detail of the vehicle, generally those are the most important or the most significant changes that we had from the year 2019 to the 2020 of the GLC. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you have any other questions about what are the changes and what are the differences between 2019 and 2020, please let me know in the comments below, or just ask for me at the 480-409-0409. One of the questions always comes up when we discuss the SUV, and especially on this size, it comes at how much space there is in the back for the passengers in the back. Well, I just want to let you know I'm a 6 foot even, far as on my height. I have this adjusted the front or the driver's seat to my driving positions, and now I'm sitting behind myself, and as you can see, I still have plenty of the space left back for the short, or especially for the longer trips. So to point out, we do have the vents for the passengers in the back, as far as an air conditioning or heating, and in the front you have the center console. You can have the cup holders, and it's also open for some of the maybe other items. Again, now let me show you as far as on the trunk space and how easy it is to make this everything flat, so you can utilize all this vehicle and its space that it provides. Okay, now I wanted to show you what we have as far as on the trunk size of the vehicle. First, of course, this is how much, as you can see, that you have as far as in the trunk space, with the rear seats up. To fold these seats down, or to allow yourself for a healthy Costco visit, you can just do this. Or you can make everything flat. So now it gives you plenty of the space for the storage to fill it up with just about everything that you can find in the store. Also, besides this, it's not that it's all right here underneath, and you have this little hook that you applied right here. You do have the additional storage space where you can put some of the stuff that maybe not everybody needs to see, what you have with you, and it comes with a little basket. So if you have something wet, something that's dirty, not to damage the interior of the car, you do have this basket that Mercedes-Benz provides for you. So that will be as far as on the presentation of this 2020 GLC 300. If you have any other questions, please come and see me.